If any of you are tuned in right now, remember that you can comment, you can ask us questions, and that is encouraged. We will happily answer any questions you guys throw at us, as long as they're not rude. Please don't be rude. We don't want rude people. We want nice people. You know, if you want to know what my guest's favorite color is, ask him. If you want to know what he does in the shower, that's also fine. But what he does, maybe, I don't know where this is going. But you can ask questions. You can ask questions. It is encouraged, ladies and gentlemen. And without further ado, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm so excited to be sitting down with one of the funniest comedians in Cape Town. And that's my opinion, and trust me, if any of you have seen him, you would agree with me. He's been on TV, he's been on radio, he's been all over South Africa, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together. We won't hear it, but put your hands together either way and welcome Yaaseen Barnes, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening, Joe Media.
Hi, buddy. All right, cool. So
That's
thank you so much.
the intro that you give. Also, it's like calm down, calm down. I'm still at home like everybody else. So
Yes, speaking of which, how are you dealing with the lockdown? What are you doing to keep yourself sane?
it's the wildest thing because as a comedian we work from home. Well, I don't know about you. I work from home. I spend a lot of the time at home. The only time I leave is to go to a gig. So
Hmm.
it just feels like every day is a normal day for me. I'm just not going to work at night. That's every day. But the only thing is, I think the only change is like the Saturday Sunday turn up.
Yeah.
Where that's where I go, yo, this Saturday could be Monday, it could be Wednesday, it could be any day. But yeah, I mean, it's all the same days. We also just like as comedians, we just don't have our office hours. So when I
Yeah.
wake up, I work, and when I go to sleep, I'm still working. So that's I think that's natural for me at least. I'm not really too. I think I'm on my third or fourth week now under quarantine or lockdown.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because yeah, everybody only started like lockdown like day 11 today. Guys, get the fuck out. We are still in this thing already. You guys here unprepared. But yeah, you were talking about things that I miss.
Yes. If there's
Yo,
anything that you have like cravings for, or just yeah, anything that you miss.
I think a McDonald's cheeseburger. It's very basic. I miss the basicness of. But you know the thing of McDonald's, like I love KFC, I love McDonald's, but KFC, depending on what KFC you go to, it can taste differently. Like you've gone to a KFC and you go, it's a wet, it's oily. Then you go to the other one and you go, it's dry, it's
Yes.
but
Y-
then McDonald's you go, it's all the same level of like it's the same level of boring.
Yeah.
It is the same level of boring. Like you know what? Like you're not gonna get bad McDonald's and you're not gonna get good McDonald's. You're gonna get McDonald's,
Yes. Exactly.
and that's why I love McDonald's. Where I go, I want a cheeseburger because I know it's not gonna disappoint me.
Because it is
Any other
disappointing.
restaurant, you get a good day, you maybe get a bad day at the restaurant. McDonald's doesn't have any days. McDonald's are in lockdown every day. The food is the same, and that's why I'm loving it. What else do I miss? Wow, I miss going to the barber. Yeah, because I think that's the only thing in lockdown right now is that I'm considering doing things with my because I just like yeah. I mean, no one's gonna see me outside of the world. I can stand on stage and I'm not gonna be on stage. So oh, that's what I actually miss. I miss interacting with people
Yes.
like live, and I miss the stage, and I miss the sound of laughter. The
Yes.
sound of laughter is, yeah. So, guys, if you are watching this, right, what you need to do after all of this is done is that you must send Joe and I voice notes of you laughing. Whether you laugh or not, I don't care. Just send me a voice note of you laughing. I, I appreciate you. Just want to hear someone go, ha 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 ha. That was funny, Yasin. That's all that I want. Please, just give me.
Right. Oh, we actually have a comment come through. It's actually, I think this is, obviously there's many Ruan Wades in the world, but this could be my brother-in-law. Lekker boys, we need one more chance to buy a beer. So,
You are
li-
not speaking to the right demographic.
yeah.
Let me tell you, I am not your target market when you are discussing these things. You must take your beer and you must. Coke. That's actually, the only beer you have is Islamophobia. That's why you're talking to me about alcohol. Get out of here, please. But also, maybe you must find a smoky. You know what's a smoky, Joe?
No, I don't know what a smoky is.
It's like what's a huiswinkel?
I've heard of that. I don't think anyone's ever explained it.
What area do you live in?
I'm sorry?
What area do you live in?
Brackenfell.
Brackenfell. Do you not have like someone that has like a shop coming out of the garage?
No.
Ah,
I
you
don't
see,
I don't live in Kryfontein, that's
no, you must get with the people. Now you're complaining about crap and thing. You know where you're gonna buy beer? By the smoky that has a house shop. You know where you're gonna find cigarettes now is by the house shop, by the huiswinkel.
yeah.
So be fancy. You can't try to be fancy, but it means you must take your car to Woolworths. That's gonna tell you no, no cigarettes, no alcohol. But here, if you walk here in my area, you'll find a shop that can sell you cigarettes. Now you don't get. But you will pay 40 rand for a box, 60,
40.
maybe 70 rand for a box because of
70.
inflation.
Wow. Well, thank you, Ruan, for that awesome comment. Yassine is Muslim, so he doesn't drink, but I'll happily take that beer on his behalf. But keep those comments coming through, guys.
Even
We'd
the
love
whole,
to hear
you
from
take
you.
the whole, don't worry about it.
Yeah, keep those comments coming through, guys. We like hearing from you guys. Like I said it before, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. So, Yassine, you were saying that you miss McDonald's. I like that comment you made about KFC. Some of them are a bit too oily. Some of them are a bit not. Like I even on Mr. Delivery app. If for those of us who remember that, I used to always avoid a specific branch of
Yeah.
KFC because I
It's,
knew it was gonna be too oily.
it's oily, so that branch gives me oily.
Yeah,
Then the other branch gives you dry.
yeah.
But this with McDonald's, you don't get that. McDonald's has a standard of
Just
it's the
it's
standard.
McDonald's.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not amazing and it's not the worst, but it's the same. And
exactly.
that consistency is key.
Yeah.
It makes you trust them even more. It's trying to think of what's the other. It's like a 80s series. Like you look at an action series, you look at Knight Rider, or you watch the 18.
Mm,
Every episode is the same thing. It's the same Power Rangers, same
same
thing
thing.
every episode. But why did we love it? Because it was consistency.
Absolutely.
You go, okay, someone's going to come with a problem. They're going to go in. They're not going to be enough. Then they're going to regroup, come together, solve the problem. Next episode, same thing. Consistency is key, guys. That's all we need in the life. Just giving me consistency. That's what I'm fine with lockdown. It's consistency. Every day is the same thing. I wake up at 11. Every day consistently. Being broke constantly. Every day being broke. It's the same.
All right, so we got another comment off of YouTube from the Storm Legacy. I believe that Storm is a aspiring comedian, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He's explaining what you were asking me earlier. I believe it's a bar inside a home.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
But it's like a bar, but they also sell for you to take away.
Okay. All right. Well, I learned something today. Isn't that just a shebeen, though?
It's like a culture bean, if anything. And
Oh.
it's not necessarily advertised. That's the other thing. A smoky is most times illegal.
Oh, so it's like
But
black market.
yeah,
Okay.
like a black label market.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I
Okay.
think that's what they
All
do.
right. Okay, I'm learning things. I'm learning things. This is good. This is good.
I teach you about alcohol ways here, Joe. Google teach you about this stuff. Because you know how Muslims got to Cape Town, like so essentially with the so they used to have, obviously they had slaves working on the wine farms, and then the slaves used to drink of the wine.
Hmm.
Then they were like, yo, we need to stop this nonsense. Let's get Muslim slaves because Muslims don't fuck with the wine. That's why they went to Malaysia, because they're like, yo, let's get the Muslims, and that's how Muslims came to Cape Town. Like legit, that's not even a joke.
Wow.
I'm going to teach you.
Wow. All right. Cool. So I miss sushi. I don't know if you eat sushi or if you like
I
sushi.
do. Um,
That's what I miss.
this-
I'm really really missing that.
why can't you just make your own sushi though? I feel like sushi you can learn.
yeah, you can, but like I don't have the ingredients. So what good is that?
You have pulchits. You can buy pulchits. If you just don't put it, you eat out of the can. Pulchits is sushi.
Ah, no,
It's a
man,
raw
that's not
fish
the
straight out
same.
of the.
That's
It's the
not
same.
the same.
Close your eyes. Your
Um,
imagination is lacking here, Joe. You need imagination. Close your eyes. It can be anything. You can be in Brackenfell now. You can be in Kraaifontein. Close your eyes. It's
Trust me, if I was to close my eyes and imagine being somewhere, it wouldn't be those two places. I'd choose like Bali or something.
See, again, your sense of imagination, you can go further than Bali even. Now you're just going to another colored holiday. No, I mean, you can go further than that. Singapore, Japan, America. Now you're going to Langaban, that's overseas. Houdini's Falls that you take a plane to get to. That's where you're going. Hey, Joe, you must wake up here. It's imagination time.
Oh man! All right, we got another comment here from Julian Sepu, who says, "Lol, what's the difference between a black and colored Shabin?" Lol, asking for a friend, enjoying the convo. Thank you, Julian, for commenting. Well, let's leave it to our expert at the moment, Yaaseen
If you,
Barnes. Back to
if you
you.
must ask what's the difference, it means that you must not go to any. Because it means you are going to fuck up culturally and you are going to say the wrong things in a place that no one must say anything. You must go to those places to drink. Julian, stay away. Just go. You know where you must go to Tops. Tops is also you out because they take credit card over there. Because I know you broke, Julian. Don't act like you're buying alcohol with cash. You're buying it on credit card. You're buying a 500 mil on a 6 month debit order over here.
All right. So let's talk a bit about you, Yassine. I found out quite recently, well, when I say recently, a few years ago, that you actually used to be a photographer. Was this like something you were pursuing full time? Did you study photography and then abandon that for comedy? What happened there?
I know. So comedy was never the thing. Comedy, I only started comedy. I only wanted to be a comedian the day I started comedy, or after my first set. Before that, it was just a thing I watched on the side. I So my sister is a photographer.
Okay.
Yaaseen Barnes. You guys, if you're watching, you must follow her. She's amazing. And I used to be her assistant. And then she used to take photos for like wedding photography. And then I just used to also be like the assistant. Also used to take photos. And then I worked for a company called Love Forever Productions, where I used to edit photos for them, and then I used to take photos as well. So I used to be the photographer, and it was pretty dope. And then I just used to shoot on my own. Also, I used to do like a lot of side projects for them, and then where is it? Yeah, and I think it's one of those skills where like I used to take with a digital camera, and then like phones started popping. Like I'll say phone cameras. That's how old we are,
Yeah.
or I am. And then I think that it's just one of the skills that I've learned to take through my through to my Instagram and my social media.
Mm.
So I think I'm still a photographer, but I also feel like if you get a camera, then you can go, oh, I'm a photographer. You know, there's people once on stage, oh, I'm a comedian. Get the fuck out of. So I'll never say I was a photographer, even though I was paid for it. It was a job that I did. That was the title. But growing up, you have a lot of jobs. I don't know
Yeah.
about you. You used to have like a lot of off-cut jobs.
Yes. Yes. I also was a photographer.
Yeah, yeah, you see, photographer. Yeah, airport photographer
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my title. I did get paid for it, and I did it for like 3 years.
Okay.
So I'm not saying I wasn't, but I also won't say that I was amazing. Like I was good, but not amazing. Like
Yeah. I
yeah,
think you're good.
yeah. So I'm trying to think of, and so that's also just one of the jobs that I did that got me on the way to comedy. It's one of those like you go, it's not my career. I love it right now, but it's not my thing.
Mm.
It pays my bills, and that's all I needed to know at the moment, at the time.
Yes. Speaking about comedy, how you mentioned now, like, oh, the first time you did it, you were like, cool, I'm hooked on this. So tell me the first story, or tell the audience the first story of how you got started? What was that path like?
So the thing is, yeah, like I was never the funny guy. I was never the like. I used to make jokes in the office. When I say office, it was me and two other guys. The owner of the office who was never there, and me and some other guy, Roberto. And we used just the two of us in the office used to talk shit. We used to laugh all day. But I was never like the hey, come on, tell you jokes. Then started on Twitter, and then I was just like, yo, it's another place for me to talk shit. I used to put it on Facebook, but like Facebook has a comment section, and that's the problem with Facebook. Is everybody wants to fucking comment. I hate Facebook. Um, and then yeah, no one comes to learn on Facebook. People just come to complain. So then I like Twitter started popping for me in our first year. It picked up a lot more than like most people. And then it was Gino
Oh
Fernandez.
yeah.
He like a lot of people asked like as my profile or as my thing was going that the like yo, are you a comedian? I was like, no, it's not my like I'm not a comedian. I'm just a bra. That's all
Mm.
that I am. I'm just a floater. And then and then Gino was like, yo, why didn't you just come and try it? Then I went on stage. I told stories like or normal jokes, I'll say.
Hmm.
Then Irshad Mohammed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So funny. Gino and Irshad, guys, if you're watching, the two of them are funny. You must go find them and follow them. And then Isha was like, yo, don't tell jokes. Why don't you just read your tweets? Like, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but you think so, read your tweets. And I'm like, okay. Then I think it was like my third time on stage that I actually went to go like do my kind of comedy. Because like your style of comedy, you don't choose it; it chooses you.
Yeah.
It's the way that you think, it's the way that you process things. It's why people latch onto some kinds of or enjoy some kinds of comedy more than others
Yeah.
because that's how their brains interpret things.
Yeah.
So essentially, I went up and did one-liners. That was the competition of the Jokers competition. Were you
Oh
around that
yeah.
one?
I was around, but I didn't know those circles yet. I was around there. Yeah.
And Melody Chevlain still
Yes.
she ran the competition, and so then everybody's doing 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
The boys are killing. It's fun times. It's a great show. I went up and I did 2 minutes. Then I was like, yeah, guys, my comedy's ending over here tonight. I was greeting Bradford Keen on the way out, and I stood with
Yeah.
him and I was busy announcing, and I was just like, yo, guys, I did under time. I really wasn't the thing. I'm by. I'm two steps down and I just hear some shout, Yasin, they're calling you, Yasin, they're calling you. And I walk to the stage, like, you, what? What? What is happening? And they're like, yo, like, so I won that competition. And then that was
Nice.
really dope. And the prize from the competition was a spot at the comedy club, the
Nice.
Yamasa Comedy Club.
Yes. Yes.
And then my first time they went also really well, which is like really nice. And it's also just it's a thing of when you find something you enjoy and other people go, yo, you actually good at this thing.
Mm.
It it puts it in your heart and you go, yo, this is a thing that you find so much more love out of it. You know?
Yes, absolutely. 100% correct. I just want to say very quickly thank you, Vera McKinnon, for saying, hi, guys, good show, and she's blowing a kiss. Very nice of you. Thank you so much for commenting and watching. Keep those comments coming through, guys. Okay, so that was that was the first time you were on stage, that Joker's competition.
It was like my third time on
Third
stage.
time on stage. Okay, and you
So
won.
my first time, no, it was my fourth time, sorry. So my first time did well. Second time was okay. Third time, died. Died. Guys, dying. Ah. But with that said, I miss comedy so much right now that I would take a death on stage. Right now, I would take a death on stage. That's how much I miss my job. Yeah, everybody works so nicely at home.
You
I
know,
can't work at home.
you know what? I've had Paul, I've had Dalen, I've had CJ Benson on the show so far, and all of us are saying the same thing. We just want to be on stage. Even if we die, we're still going to be standing there like, oh, that felt good.
I also just want to go on stage so I can tell. I just want to swear at people to their face. That's why I want to go on stage. I'm angry and I want to swear at people. That Guys, it's a yeah. The first time I go on stage, I'm doing a two man. I'm doing a one man show of 2 hours for free. Actually, not for free. You guys not fucking pay me, but I'm going to invite people to come so that I can swear at them. Do they? As a joke, guys. It's a joke. It's not
Yeah.
real. Please don't move me.
No, but I mean,
But
you would probably be ranting about the whole lockdown and what you had to go through and the crazy
the
things that are being said and all that stuff.
The COVID show is going to be intense, guys. You must think. I don't know when it's gonna be, but when it does happen, yeah,
Well, what do
bring
you
some.
think of what I think he's the police minister, Abeke Kele. What do you think
Yeah,
about what
you owe
he's,
your
huh?
I say you must owe your package. Carry on.
Funny enough, my wife said the same thing. So, um, what do you think about what he said about the whole "you're not allowed to kiss now"? That ridiculous. Um,
What is
did you not hear that? Today he said
no?
in the news that we're not allowed to kiss each other. No kissing in Mazanzi. That those were his words. Did you not hear about that?
No, I didn't. And that's a very interesting take. I also feel like that uncle is a Wild West sheriff. Like that's how he runs in
Yeah.
town. Like you see, he always got the the
Yes.
bottom hat like this,
Yes.
and I think like he stands on his stoop every day and he looks out. Where are these runners? But yeah, that uncle is wild. I think, guys, you must kiss. It's fine, but just don't make babies. Babies are expensive, guys. Also, who wants to have a baby during COVID? No, I sleep late now. My time waking up at 6 o'clock. No, I also like money. That's why I'm not
Yeah.
in a. I like money and I like sleep.
I tell you, Yassine, I'm in the same boat you are. My wife and I, we don't want kids, especially now. It's way too expensive. I mean, there's a recession, there's load shedding, there's Corona. I mean,
Yeah, you're speaking about your money or your hairline because that's also in recession. But I mean, that's the show we'll have on another day.
yeah.
Just don't get to it.
Alfonso Williams says, "I'm coming to that show, Yassine." So you've already got one supporter coming to your COVID show.
Alfonso, guys, Alfonso is the main. Oh, so Alfonso lives in Ocean View. We went to go do a show there by him. Ocean View is so far that Alfonso must leave tomorrow, and by the end of the whole COVID-19, you'll come to my show. That's how far Ocean View is. You don't even know where my show is happening, but that's how far Ocean
Thank you, Alfonso, for commenting and for
Alfonso is
watching.
also stretchy because Alfonso, whenever he comes to my show, he has a different color hair. So I think on Thursday I'm gonna dye my guys. I'm gonna go Eminem on the shit.
Oh,
I'm gonna
really?
go super. I think that's the
Oh.
only way. I mean, why not? If it gets it up, I'm just gonna shave it. Then I go, bless. It's fine, guys. I
Uh,
can't look. I don't. You must look at me, so it's your problem if I look junk.
yeah, yeah. I would. I don't know. I'm trying to envision. I'm looking at you. I'm trying to envision the Eminem short hair, blonde.
Not sure if it's gonna be all this. It will be blonde.
Oh, so you're gonna keep the length? Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
I
And
don't
then
have a
you
machine. I'm not gonna go blonde.
are you not gonna are you gonna dye the beard too, or?
No, guys, we can't either. Please respect me. You can't diet your blonde. It's not right. No, sis. Something you just go, sis. Like, sis is the right word. Like, you just disgust. Sis.
Well, Alfonso says maybe you should try rainbow colors.
Who says so?
Alfonso says that sounds good. Rainbow colors.
No, Alfonso, I'm enough of a colored. I do not need my hair to be colored as well. My hair blonde is one color. That's I'm going to say. This is not Mandela stuff, okay? I don't need the whole Mandela's rainbow nation. That's your job, Alfonso. You do that.
Yeah, Alfonso, you do that and send us a picture.
Yeah, I think that's photos.
Yeah. All right. So that's very interesting, the way you got started, and obviously things snowballed from there. You and I met shortly after that, I believe, and then yeah, I've seen you grow and grow and grow, which has been fantastic. You're on Comedy Central. Tell us about that experience.
Yo, so guys, when I got asked to do my first Comedy Central special, which was firstly, fucking amazing.
Yes.
So I was busy studying and working at the time, right? I was busy doing an insurance learnership, and yeah, it and then I had to write my the week I had to write my exams, the week I had to do comedy central. So Tafia from WAC calls me, and she's like, "Hey, Yasin, we've seen you. Would you like to be on a Comedy Central special?" Me, it's my first year of doing comedy, and I was like, "No, bye." Click, put the phone down. I didn't worry about it. She phoned me the next day, like, "Yo, that was not a joke. It was not a prank call." No. And I was like, "Hey." Like it blew my mind because I go like, no one knows who I am, no one cares. What the hell must happen now? And yeah, so then essentially there was a day that I think it was like Friday night, and I had to decide. I had to tell my parents here, it's either I get a qualification in insurance and a paycheck every month and like a good solid job, like an office job that I'd probably still have if I was right now in comedy and I have a job during lockdown. But anyway, and then I had to choose, and I chose comedy.
Mm.
Like I had to tell my parents, yeah, I want to go tell jokes. And then they were like, okay, but you can't fuck around. You must do this thing. You must commit and like proper push for the thing.
Yes.
And alhamdulillah, it's been a great experience where it's a thing of if you look busy, you make busy. And when you are being busy,
Mm.
it, yeah, it just brings like busyness makes you busy, if it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like the whole fake it till you make it thing.
Yeah. Like even this show, so you make the show, right, and you go, you put it out there, you don't know who sees it, and just like someone notices, oh, Joe can do this thing, let's get Joe to do a thing.
Yeah.
It's just a thing of putting it out there and being visible, being like available for people to see, not necessarily just for comedy, for anything that you guys do.
That's very
if
true.
you if you're putting it out there, people can see it, and when people can see it, it can just grow from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Rebecca Warboys, you know Rebecca? You know Rebecca. I know you know Rebecca
Yeah,
from the
Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca.
from Safe House, from the Safe, what's it, Stellenbosch Safe House. We were going to do a
See,
fundraiser for them.
I
And
know in the
well,
workplace
she knows
protection
you.
unit, why do I have to be in the safe house? Okay,
She says, or she asks, how are you surviving lockdown? Which we did mention at the beginning. Yassine says that it's,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm just surviving by jokes. Guys, jokes is the only thing that's gonna save us. The comedians are the fucking Avengers of the fucking world. What's in all the WhatsApp groups? Jokes. What's in all the social medias? Jokes. The comedians, who's gonna save us? The
Jokes.
comedians.
Oh,
Scientists are gonna give us a cure. Yeah, a cure. Wow. If you stay home, we'll keep you sane. Mental health is key, and the comedians are here to save you. Rebecca, I got you. Just I'm gonna send your bank account, and then you must give me with a 50 rand. Buy me electricity, and if I have electricity, then I can make jokes. Then we can all laugh. Rebecca, don't worry.
cool. All right. So thank you, Rebecca, for commenting on that one. Cool. So you have been quite busy, obviously, after Comedy Central. Oh, look at that. Another comment. Nasiga Sami. Nasiga, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
It's Nasiha. It's
Nasiha.
a
Nasiha. Nasiha. Samay. Samay. It's Samay, sorry.
Nasiha.
Nasi.
Nasiha. Joke is
uh,
awful. Yeah.
Nochol, these lives have been keeping me sane. That's what she.
Nogal. Nogal. Guys, what is Nogal? Nogal.
No good.
Yeah. We're gonna cut Joe out of this thing, and we're
No.
just gonna talk to each other here. Nasiga. Nogal. Muskofia. Get out of I
Man.
get xenophobia now. I'll chase you out. You a foreigner. You must get out of here. Just xenophobia, okay?
Yeah, well, I'm actually South African, so the joke's on you.
I'm xenophobic-ish.
Ish.
Like just like
Okay.
like
Just.
like it I like I'm xenophobic when I see a GP number plate. Yo, then I'm xenophobic. Then I'm like, get out of my town. There's no space for you here, GP. Get out of here. This is not how we do things here, GP. It's my town. It's a
Well, I think we all get. I think we all can relate to that. Trust me.
I love everybody except drivers from GP. That's what I'm trying to say. They can
And
even be driving normal. I'll just shout at them in my car. It's fine.
all right, so you don't have a problem with BMW, but if the BMW has a GP license plate, then no.
Yeah, I mean, I as much as I hated BMW, I can't hate it too much because as a colored man, it's in my DNA to be attracted to a BMW. I mean, I don't even understand the science of it, but when I see it, I go, nah, liquor, I get it. My donuts. I get it, guys. It's not cool. Like I'm not a car guy, but when I see a BM, I go, I get it. It's fine. Especially when you see an uncle, like an old man driver, old BM that's in mint condition. That's a love that you'll never understand. You'll never understand the love that man has for his car. His children will also never understand that love because they're never gonna get that same love that he has from his car. He only loves that car more than anything else. But that's another discussion we'll have. Anyway, sorry.
No, no worries.
Yeah, back to Nasiga.
Nasiga.
Nasiga, that's your name now, is Nasiga.
Yeah.
The comedy is keeping us alive. It's the only thing we have. So, guys, again, I see you commenting. It's very liquor, but also just send us voice notes of you laughing. Just take the laugh. Just send me the voice note, please. It's all that I need.
Yeah, that so we know that we're not alone, and we can like replay them before we go to bed. Just
So I think I'm gonna put them like I'm gonna get three. I hope I get at least three, and I'm gonna put them all on like different stuff to play. Like one on the phone, one on the tablet, one on the laptop, and I'm gonna play them all at the same time. Then it's a crowd. And I go, yeah, there's a whole crowd laughing for me. Shukran, Nasiga. Wow.
all right. Well, we got another comment from Rebecca is asking a question. Um, Advise on how to stay sane homeschooling. Okay, well, Rebecca, we don't have kids, so you're on your own with that one. That's my
That's
answer.
the problem, not mine. Well, in the wise words of a great shampoo, Wela. But with that said, though, I say you must look. The teachers don't know that the children are learning or not. So again, just put the TV on. Go do your own thing. It's
Put
fine.
Discovery
You
Channel
can,
on. It's fine.
yeah, go play games. But with that said, don't put your bank details on Google Apps, on the Google Store, because your children are going to rob you. Okay, please. So many parents come to me because they think I have answers and they say, yeah, see, my child made me broke. Because, yeah, you put your bank card on the fucking Google app. Now your child will play Candy Crush. All day Candy Crush, free life, free life, free life. 5 more lives? Yeah, free life, free life, free life. End of the month come. Now you can't pay MTN because Fruit Ninja has your fucking money.
All right. Well, Nasiha also commented again.
I think if I had children, I would just go post with them. Just make content with your children. Make
That's what.
funny
Yeah.
videos. This is the only time in your whole life that you're gonna get to be at home with your kids like this. Like hopefully, we are never going to have this moment again, guys. So I feel like take time from work, take time from school, spend time doing stupid stuff with your children. Dress them up, let them make their own outfits, let them make their own food.
That.
Because yeah, we don't. I think that's the only way we're gonna survive is like, yo, we must actually take a break. Like,
Mm,
you don't need to be like make amazing things every day, but just take a break, man. It's fine. The world will carry on. The world will reset eventually,
exactly.
hopefully.
And actually, to your point, it might not be a bad idea for Rebecca to maybe make some how-to videos on YouTube about maybe showing parents how to homeschool their kids. I mean, that could be entertaining for the family. I don't know. Maybe something funny will come out of it.
Rebecca, videos I would like to watch. Rebecca, show us how to give your child a hiding. That's videos that parents need. Those fucking children in the fucking mall. Sorry for swearing, but fucking isn't a swear word anymore. It's a South African word. Fucking. You know, fucking.
Yeah.
It's an adjective. You cock and go fast and cock and go fucking fast. So it's not a swear word. Please show us how you meet your fucking children in the fucking mall. With your fucking children run around the whole fucking day. Sorry, guys.
And Nasiha I'm sorry. I'm probably okay. So this is the comment. She said,
No, no,
"Yo."
her name is Nasiga now. You have given the name, accept the name Nasiga.
No, but
Okay?
she's saying, "Please don't butcher my name like that, man." Um,
No, Joe, this is an unallowed butcher now. It's Nasiga. They didn't slaughter your name properly. It's not Nasiga anymore. It's Nasiga. Joe, they go back and forth with the knife. When you slaughter, by the way, Joe, it's one cut. It's a sharp knife and one cut. You were doing the Nasiga, Nasiga, Nasiga. It is Nasiga. It is now Nasiga
Wait.
now.
Okay. So let me
You
let me let me get it right then. Let me get it right. Nasiha.
Yeah, it's Nasiga.
Nasiha. See, I can do it. I can do it. Salam alaikum.
You're still not getting sisters on Sunday. I don't know you. Oh, you cook sisters. You're not trading us my sisters. Please. Anyway, Nasiga.
Nasiha. And she commented
Nasiha
again.
means, Nasiha means, I think it's like message. It's like it's like the good meaning of a message that must be given. Of like, let's say you go to a sermon,
Mhm.
and the sermon is like a nasiha that must be like it's only you only get the reward of it if you spread it.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. That's awesome. She
It's
says, she heard me say it. She says, well done, mashallah.
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 Hey, good one.
Mashallah. No, 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 no. Egyptians pronounce it that way. Mashallah. I know. I lived there for 9 years.
It's not mashallah. It's mashallah. The stretch comes in the beginning.
Mashallah. That's how it's said.
No, it's
That's the
mashallah.
Egyptian way. That's the Egyptian way.
But
Salam.
so where are you now? Are you in Egypt? No, Cape Town. And that's where we say the word. It's mashallah. It's a very nice thing to say. You must say it.
Mashallah.
Come here with your Egypt.
All right. Well, Nasiha, thank you so much for commenting. I can see you're enjoying yourself thoroughly, and apologies for mispronouncing your name. Yassine, thank you for putting me straight. Okay, cool. So we've been we've been chatting a bit about your comedy career and how you grew very quickly. Do you Would I be correct in saying that some people have compared you to Jimmy Carr?
Uh, I think it's just the style of the joke. I don't think it's anything else than the style and format of the gag. I wouldn't. It does. Yeah, it's like doing one-liners. It's a one-liner joke that I do. It's just a short punch of a thing, which I also found out recently that I have ADHD, and that's the reason I can only think in short format gag.
Okay.
But essentially, that's the only way I could be compared to him. I would actually comparing in comedy is weird, but I understand why someone would say that it's similar.
Yeah.
It's taking a joke and going, you know where the joke exists in your head. I'll say something, but you need to figure it out. I
Yes.
have a puzzle, but when you put it together in your head, then you'll see the picture. And that's essentially like the comedy that I like to do, where it's yeah, the joke exists. I'll give you the pieces, but if you can't put the puzzle together, it's not my fault, eh? You're
Yeah.
the one that says for 5 years and plus. Now you're here acting
No.
like a 4-year-old that can't get a joke.
Yeah. No, that's very true. I remember watching some of your older stuff, and it was always fun as a fellow comedian to sit at the back of the room and know your sets a little bit, but also like just okay. So like you'll start with the setup, and then I know the punchline's coming, so I like to sit at the back and be like, okay, let's see if this crowd gets it, you know, because sometimes it just goes way over them.
My favorite is just like dropping a punchline and that moment of silence
Yes.
in that of people's like thinking, that's my sweet spot because I just go, hey, when you guys catch it, it's just gonna pick up. It's hey, I love it. Or that moment when you hear the second laugh, so it's hit the joke, silence, then the laughter comes,
Yeah.
and then it's like when the laughter dies, then you hear someone go,
Yeah.
that, guys, that is the gift you guys give me. Is the sound of laughter that's delayed because you're so slow. So yeah, I think with Jamaica was also he was one of the guys that I used to watch before I started comedy.
Mm.
I think that's also where I got it from. Mitch Hedberg as well. I used to watch before.
Yes. Yeah.
so like, oh, when I started comedy, I used to watch everybody's comedy. But before comedy, it wasn't a thing. Like I'd watch it, but it wasn't like a thing. What did I? Oh, so today I saw a small clip from Eddie Murphy's Raw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's old, but it's classic.
Guys, if you've never seen
It's
Eddie
classic.
Murphy Raw,
You must.
please go Google it. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. It is one of the funniest. I think it's one of the funniest sets I've ever seen, ever. For me, at least, it's one of my favorites. It's just yeah. And I think even watching that, laughing like loud at the TV, I never in my head, in my wildest dreams, was like maybe I can do comedy. Mm-mm. I could never speak in front of people before I started comedy.
Wow. Okay.
I was
Um,
like,
yeah, you also have a kind of a persona on stage. It's you. I would say it's a bit different now, but when I first met you, you were this withdrawn person on stage, like shy. I wouldn't say like you were very shy. You appeared very shy on stage, and that was your persona.
yeah,
And then in person, you were very like, "Oh, how are you?" You know, very spoken, which is pretty cool. I think you still play on that a little bit, but I can see that it's you're coming out of your shell a little bit more. And the way you play on words is beautiful. The last show we did together, which was at Fred and Max in Somerset West. Beautiful
oh,
set.
that was nice. I needed that. Oh, that was a. Oh, I needed that more than you know. I needed that. I needed the money, but I also the foreigners laughing for me. That's what it was. But yeah, I think it's just the comedy has made me be more myself.
Mm,
Where I go, I can like I started as a recluse, or not a recluse, but like there's a certain style and a manner, and I've just learned to be more myself on stage, so I can like get to know people while I'm on stage, and people can actually get to know me,
mm,
who I am, what I do, and how I think. And it's made everything easier. It's also the thing of what they buy into on stage is what they will get anywhere else as well.
yes. No, absolutely.
It's yeah, that's that. Yeah, yeah. I've become more myself on stage, and I think that's the best part. I have more fun.
Cool. Yeah, well, guys, if you haven't seen Yassine yet, for those of you who are watching and might watch at a later stage, please go check out on Showmax his new comedy special with other comedians as well involved, Day Zero. Which, by the way, congratulations on getting that on TV and on Showmax. That's
It's
awesome.
I'm still tripping over it though. Like it's still a wild thing. This is actually I heard a show last year that I filmed, and I must put that online. So I think that I'll put it online later this week. I must upload it just so that there's more stuff for people to laugh at. I don't
Yeah,
even need to make money now. I just want people to laugh.
exactly. Yeah. So the show once again is called Day Zero. Please go check that out. And speaking once again about comedy, well, actually, I'm thinking I'm going to change things up a bit because we have a few viewers, and I hope you guys are still attentive.
Hold on, guys. If you Showmax, like if you don't have Showmax and you have a neighbor that has DSTV, because if then you ask them if you can maybe get a login,
Yeah.
just one login, because you're allowed five logins, get a profile, do the things, and then you can also watch Showmax. These funny things on Showmax,
Mm.
like me.
Exactly. So I want to play a bit of a game. This is something I play with most of the comedians. It's a very simple game. We're going to play a game. So I'm going to explain the game now. I'm basically going to give a sentence for Yassine and for the audience. Okay, the same sentence. Now, Yassine, you can answer it truthfully or you can make something up. Same, but for the audience, you guys need to just make something up. And basically, it's going to be a sentence like, for example, I'll say something like, when Yassine takes his clothes off, the first thing you notice is his blank. You guys have to fill in the blank. Whatever it is that comes to mind, as long as it's not too rude, you can fill in the blank. Yassine, you can, like I said, give the truth or also come up with something outlandish.
Is
Okay?
that the question?
No, no, no. I was just giving you an example. Okay? So
Because
basically,
yeah,
just
the
fill
first
in the
thing
blank.
is my blank,
Yeah.
and I'm a Ken doll guy. That's what I am. Blank. It's just like whoop,
All right, cool. So I'm
like
gonna
a
give
steal.
I'm gonna give everyone 30 seconds to fill in the blank. But before I do that, we do have one comment from YouTube from Ahmed Sydney. Sorry. I think after this pandemic dies down, We will need comedy shows just to get over this trauma. Very true. Very,
Yeah,
very true.
it's a thing of PTSD. How as a nation we deal with PTSD is comedy. Because you go as soon as like apartheid ended, then we had this surge of comedians pop because everybody was like, "Yeah, this is how we're gonna deal with the thing." And
Exactly.
I'm not comparing, guys. I'm not that person going to be comparing COVID to apartheid. Please,
Yeah.
that is not my agenda over here. But it is how we deal with. I think also just as people, it's how we deal with disasters throughout the world. When anything bad happens, we go, "How are we gonna do? Let's laugh."
Exactly.
So
And
yeah, but when you do come to my show, please put on a partner, just so that your mouth is closed. Don't wear Guys, stop wearing the mask in your car. Stop wearing gloves in your house and when you go to the shop. Because you're taking the germs everywhere for sin. Why you put your apron on if you're in the car, man? You for dumb. Now you also that thing with the gloves also. Now they touch the bananas, then they touch the watermelon, then they go, what must happen now? Then they go, oh no, I must touch this. Now I must touch my keys. Then I go home, I touch my children, then I take the gloves off. No, guys, you're spreading the germ more. You are the problem. You like the metro rail of COVID.
Metro Rail, yo.
You taking it from one place to another place. It's slow, but it's still gonna happen. That's who you guys are wearing the gloves. Anyway, let's carry on with
Yeah.
it.
All right, cool. So the first sentence I'm going to give, and like I said, I'm going to give everyone 30 seconds to answer. So, Yassine, hold back on your response. I want to get the comments in. I want to see what the audience says, and then you'll give your response. So, guys, those of you that are watching, there should be at least 5 comments that come in. So, I hope you're by your keyboard. I hope you're ready. So, here's the sentence that you guys have to fill in the blank for. When Yassine calls his wife, it's usually to blank. Have fun with that. I'll read it
Yeah.
again. When Yassine calls his wife, it's usually to blank. All right, 30 seconds starting now. Start commenting. Tell me what you think. It can be anything.
I'm trying to think what is it though? What why do what oh I can give you the real answer for this one guys because I know.
Yeah, we'll just wait for a few comments to come through.
Yuli posted a photo now, guys. I'm gonna show you guys a photo that simply Yuli posted on Instagram. Can you guys see this photo?
Uh,
It looks like
hold on. Hold it there. Hold it there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's cool.
that's simply Yuli. Firstly,
Yeah,
thank you for posting. But
exactly.
why
Yes.
does it look like it looks like me and Joe is in the scene out of the Bold and the Beautiful. Like we are love interest in each other.
That is so
Oh,
awesome.
no, it looks like I miss Joe and he has my baby, but
But thank you so much for that.
Yuli, please, this is not my good hope.
It's beautiful. Okay, we got some comments in. We got some comments in. So
That's
let
the
me.
problem. It's too beautiful. That's the problem with this filter.
All right, so here we go. Alfonso Williams says that when Yassine calls for his wife, it's usually to stroke the cat. Okay. Uh, yeah. Okay. We'll move on. There's more comments. Uh,
I think back to that question.
Vera was a little bit naughty. She says that when you call for your wife,
It's not.
it's.
It's not naughty. Okay, carry on,
Vera says that you call your wife to have phone sex.
guys. Have you seen the price of airtime? You will
Ulrich,
afford anything like that. Please respect yourself.
Ulrich Christian says you call your wife to tell Golden Dish is still closed.
Oh yeah, but it's a sad phone call because I'm telling her that yeah.
Okay.
What's his name?
Ulrich Christians.
Ulrich Christians. You are now Ulrich Muslims, and you're invited to my house. Come through, but only if you're bringing golden dish.
All
Maybe
right.
Wembley. I'll accept you for Wembley also. But yeah. What I call English.
Ahmed Sydney says, wow, says when Yassine calls his wife, it's usually to help him find it.
Yeah, it is. That's the truth, actually. Guys, when I'm in Pick and Pay, the says peas. Ah, that's the first call I'm making. What peas is it? Is it peas? Is it peas? What kind of peas? That's the only phone calls we're making out here. And if you guys, if any husband out there or wife is watching this, you guys know that phone call is real.
Yeah, it is.
Is it one ply? Is it two ply? Oh, I mustn't phone you. I mustn't ply you. Yeah, it's that thing, guys.
All right, and the last answer we have here. Oh no, we got a few more. Um, Abdullah Peck says, "What takeaways we eating tonight?" Sometimes you call your wife for that. I'm guessing.
No,
No.
guys, in this economy, there's no takeaways. You can take it away from the kitchen to the lounge, and then you take it away from the lounge to the kitchen. That's the only takeaway we get.
All right, then Nasiha.
I need for takeaways. Guys, please. The only takeaways I have is my mommy lived down the road. Then we go fetch food by her. Then it's takeaways, but it's still my mommy's food, but it's still takeaways.
Nasiha says to complain about traffic on the M5. Yeah.
Nasiha, I'm a comedian. I don't sit in traffic. Way la. You know what is happening where I am at home. I'm laughing at you guys in traffic. Me, guys, traffic is not my jam. Sorry.
And then we have the Storm Legacy also said when Yassine calls his wife, it's usually to, and this is what he said, watch him do comedy. So.
Everything I do is a joke.
And what was your answer? What was your answer to the blank?
It was to phone if I'm buying the right stuff. That's the real answer, guys. It's because it's true and it's stressful out there in the shopping mall. Guys, I went to go shop once on my own. Then me and my wife decided that I can't do that anymore.
Thank you guys so much for commenting. We're gonna play it one more time. I have a different sentence. We're gonna do it one more time. Your guys' comments were really really funny. So let's try this one more time. All right, same rules. 30 seconds to give it to fill in the blank and try and guess what it is. So here's the sentence. During load shedding, Yassine always blank. This can go either way. This can go anywhere. So I'll say the sentence again. During load shedding, Yassine always blank. And I'll wait for the comments to come in. Make it quick, guys. 30 seconds.
Much like what I do in load shedding. Okay, don't be most. Nasiga, no,
All right. So
now, what do I do during? What am I doing during load shedding?
well, I don't even know what I'm
Guys,
doing.
do you think we're gonna get load shedding again? I hope we're not getting load shedding anytime soon.
We might. They say that it's not the grid is not being overused, but I don't know. We'll see.
I also at the same time, I don't care because I can't change it.
Exactly.
Nothing in my world, nothing in my home, in my being can change if there's load shedding or not. So if I get angry, artist. If I'm excited, artist. It doesn't matter. It's out of my control. Can't stress about load shedding. It's like
Exactly.
lockdown, guys. You can't complain about it. You can't complain about the government because unless you change it, oh, you're big.
Exactly. All right, come
True
on, guys.
101.
All right, here we go. First answer. They seem. Do you have cats?
Yes. How do you
Okay.
not know that?
Sorry.
I have two cats.
Okay.
Coco and Juno. It's my timeline is filled with him. It's the only things that the only people I spend time with in the day.
Okay. All right. Well, that would explain this answer. Nasiha says that during load shedding, Yassine always takes photos of his cats.
That's true. Because that's the only time they listen. Eating the dog when there's nothing else to do. It's the only time I also pay attention to them because there's nothing else to do. Keeping it all one.
And then Ulrich Christians says during load shedding, Yassine always thinks of one liners to write in his little black book.
Mm,
I think so. I agree with that.
I prefer to do it with the lights on. You see, I did it in the light, guys. I wrote it down in the light. I didn't in the dark. Christian's birthday. Come turn Muslim now. The Ramadan is coming up. Ulrich, we got you. Uthman Muslims. Like we had Cat Stevens, now he's Yusuf Islam. Ulrich, we got your name and your surname already.
All right, and lastly, Vera says during load shedding, Yassine always. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Yassine always disappears. Yassine always disappears. Oh
What
man,
did what did she say?
disappears. You always disappear.
No, that's only when you're looking at me. You see, Vera, I don't know why you're watching me in the dark, but that's what happens when you watch me in the dark. I disappear. So like this. So that's how I look when load shedding is.
And then Abdullah is responding to you saying, "Don't stress. Don't need the like to find it."
Yeah, find what? Find what?
All right. Well, thank
That's
you
one
guys. Thank you guys
for me.
so much for playing that game with us and giving these awesome comments and watching. We're not done yet. I'm just saying thank you for playing the game. This is really fun. Yassine, why don't you give us your answer to the during load shedding you always
Load shedding.
yeah during load shedding you always what?
No, I mean that's my answer.
Okay.
Guys, Joe is the person that's slow in the crowd tonight.
Oh man. All right, cool. So thank you guys once again for playing that with us. Man, that was so much fun. Thank you guys, Vera, Abdullah, Orech, Nasiha, Storm. You guys were amazing.
You know, you
Um,
say it again and you're saying it Viera and Viera and Viera.
yeah, well, I'm just. All
I'm
right.
gonna call, please carry on. Where are we now?
Well, I wanted to ask you a very cool question that I like asking all my guests that I have on the show because I think it's always interesting, especially for people who are watching. So, we spoke about the beginning of Yassine, we spoke about your career now and how awesome it's doing. Can you tell us, maybe share with us, your worst, in your own opinion, your worst gig that you were ever at? Whether, and it can be for any reason. It can be because you died, or maybe the gig wasn't right for you. For whatever reason, just the worst experience you've had at a gig.
Wow, there's many. Wow, there's been
Many.
many. There's been, guys, there's been many. Yay, there's been many.
First one that comes to
We
mind.
do, no, there's two. So the one was after a gig, I think it was one of your gigs in Belleville, in opposite Tiger Valley. Did you run the gig opposite Tiger Valley Mall? In Harrington, yeah, is not Harrington Street. What is it? Howard, is it Howard Street? Edward Street.
Edward Street. No, I don't. I used to way back in the day,
Yeah, yeah.
but the
It-
gigs that
so-
you came to, you never died. You've never died at my gigs.
no, it wasn't this. It wasn't like I did well. Like I'll come, I went well. It was fun. And then afterwards, a guy came to me and he was like, "Yeah, your jokes are funny for a colored bra." Then I was like, yeah. You see, it was just like, fuck. Anyway, and yeah, that I was just like, this the I because I go, it's a compliment with a push club attached to it. Also, guys, a PK, a push club is not a it's not a swear word. It's a South African word. Okay, we all know it's a South African word. Please. Anyway, yeah, it's one of those where they go, yeah, bah. It's one of that stuff. And then one of my worst nights on stage was at Zapata. Zapata was a place we used to do comedy. I think they still do comedy. We used to do comedy now recently. And then I went up, did like 2 minutes. So firstly, the setup was wrong. People were busy eating. They didn't tell the people there was comedy. But now you busy eating with your family, and now comedy is happening in the corner. So I go up and I do 2 minutes, and like a child, a 5-year-old, walks up to the stage and goes, sorry, keep quiet because I want to talk to my mommy. Guys, you can't say anything after that. You can't heckle the child. You can't tell the child to fuck off. You can't say anything. I just said bye and I walked off the stage. The door was next to the stage. I got out of I backstage. It wasn't back. I didn't go backstage. I went out of got in the car, went home. Guys, if a 5-year-old tells you to keep quiet, there is no comeback for that. Like yeah, I can't be angry with the parents. The child was honest. It was the truth. And I cried all my way home, like this little piggy.
Yeah, you can't even tell the child, go to your room.
Yeah, go to your room. The child told me to go to my room, and I did. I got off stage into my car and got to my room. It was a very difficult night. In retrospect, it was funny, but on the night, it was a sad day. What else? When else is yeah? I think those are the two moments that like off stage really like it still baffles me that I couldn't because I feel like most times I'm quick enough to like have a reply.
Mhm.
Those were two moments I was like, huh? Can't tell.
All right. So the follow-up question to that is the opposite. So your best maybe career moments, comedy moment for you.
Um, wow, there was quite a few moments that was like really like it wasn't big in my career, but I was big in the art.
Yes.
And I think it was the first time I performed at Pistos in Cooks.
Mm.
And it was the first time I performed in Cooks. And it was like a small bar that I sort of do comedy and guys invited me like, on Facebook and invited me to come perform. Get there, stressing because I don't know if these people speak like the language that I speak because it's such a world out. Even though it's in Cape Town, I go, these people are outside of my world. I do not come into contact with them because of the way Cape Town is set up. And yeah, I was biased. It was horrible. About prejudice for all the PTSD of a part that came through. I was just like, what if they don't get the Afrikaans gags that work? What if they don't get like the English gags? These are all things like preconceived notions I came, and it's horrible. Saying it hurts my mouth saying these things. And I saw, so all these guys go up and they're performing in their language. It's their gig. They're performing in the lingo that is of the people. It's the vernac, which was great because they were killing. These guys are like it's a Def Jam comedy where people stand up and laugh. Right? It's the wildest thing because I can't understand anything these people are saying, but I'm loving the energy in the
Yes.
room. But I'm stressing because I'm just like, what if what's gonna happen if I go up? I went on stage, right? It's the first gag, and the love those people showed me,
Beautiful.
magic. That night I realized, like, yeah, this comedy can go beyond like these borders. It was just a night of like, it blew my mind. It blew my whole world. Was like, ah. And then I realized, yeah, Cape Town, we must break our borders in Cape Town. This shit that they have here, we must break this thing. We must take comedy to go break the borders. That's what comedy is going to do. It's going to save our sane minds during COVID, and it's going to break our borders. The other moment was in Premium. I love Premium Sports Bar in Mitchell's Plain is one of my favorite gigs in the whole.
Yes.
This like my two favorite is Timbuktu and Premium. That's like my
Yeah.
point. It's rooms I can go into and I can say words and everybody understands me. It's like walking into my family's house.
Yes.
If I go, if I say the word ah, everybody in the room knows what ah is.
Mm.
If I walk up and I go away nice, everybody goes, yeah, it's not a swear word. It's our way. It's for how we greet our friends and our loved ones. And that's like yeah, those are great moments for me. What else is the I think yeah, at the comedy club when I first performed at the Cape Town Comedy Club at when they moved to the waterfront. And I got a standing ovation that first night, and it
Nice.
was for that. I was still open mic, got a standing, and I was like, "Yo, this thing is amazing!" I get this. My dad watched me perform for the first time that night. Also,
Wow.
it was like, yeah, that's magic for me.
Yeah, those are beautiful moments when your parents can be in the audience and that happens. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
so well, I can do this. Well, I'm
yeah.
funny, so proper funny.
Exactly. Yeah, I was actually going to ask you where your favorite spots are to perform, but you already answered that. Um,
The thing with a favorite spot is that you can have a favorite, but at the same time, comedy changes every time you're on stage.
that's true.
There's so many factors that make a good night of comedy
Yeah,
that it's the wildest thing you go. It's the if the sound is right, if the lighting is right, if the stage is right, if I'm right, like my if my jokes are right, if my energy is right, if
yeah,
the crowd is right, if the storm was won that night, we're gonna have a good show
exactly.
or a bad show because people might be too drunk to focus on comedy.
That's
So
very true.
you could also have a shit show because everybody's sad.
Yeah,
So it's and you go, I can perform tonight and tomorrow in the same room, but people are different and the energies are different.
yeah.
So it's a dice every night.
Speaking of which, for those of you who don't know, anyone who's watching and maybe watching in the future, if you're an aspiring comedian, Yassine runs some open mic nights, specifically at Timbuktu and Armchair Theatre in Observatory. Now, I really wanted to ask you, Yassine, tell us about Armchair a little bit because I was very proud and a little bit shocked that it reopened and you were the one running the show, which gave me and I think a lot of the comedians in the industry some reassurance that it's going to be run properly. And also, how's that been going? Is it the same as it was before? For those of you who don't know, Armchair is literally the mecca of comedy in Cape Town. A lot of the great comedians you see today started there way back when. So it's really awesome that that room is open again. So Yassine, tell us more.
Yeah, so Armchair is it's the home of South African comedy. David Cow, Riyad Musa, who else? Kagiso Letiga. They all stem from that room. And they that time they were open and they closed and they opened again and then Gino Fernandez ran it and then he moved and they gave it over to us and then they closed and now they reopened I think like a month or two ago and 2 months ago, yeah. And then they reopened and they were like, yeah, see, we know you used to run it. Will you please take over again? And I'm not really keen on running gigs, but it's Armchair. It's it's the place to give back. So I run open my gigs because I go, someone gave me the opportunity to start comedy. This is my career that I have. So it's only right that at some point I give back and I make a stage for people to come, a safe space that's like decent and clean and not too shitty like some of the places we do comedy. And yeah, so Armchair is now restarted. It's a clean place now. Armchair was quite dingy. Like um, I must describe to the viewers if you've never been to Armchair, right? The old Armchair. You could do this and your hand will be dirty from the air. Like that's how dirty Armchair used to be. It's just yeah. And
Yeah.
now it's clean. It's nice now. They've made it very nice. It's a beautiful looking space. Um, yeah, but it's still trying to build the momentum. So it's open mic meaning people can come for the first time. It's also a space for all comics to come do new material because we're always looking for like new spaces to come try
Yeah.
material, especially when you want to try a joke out with a medium crowd.
Yes.
Because a good crowd will make you think your joke is amazing the first time when it's not. And now you think, "Well, if I do it, it's going to feel like that. It doesn't.
Yeah.
With a bad crowd, you think your joke is shit because you're like, yeah, no one laughed. but the crowd was maybe bad. So Amche is like a medium good crowd. I think Timbuktu is also a no. You see Timbuktu again shows too much love. So now you have shit comedians come there and they laugh too much for the shit comedians. Now everybody's having too much fun. But anyway, that's another discussion. Yeah, so Amche is like a good ground for just people to come watch. We
Mm.
also we just want to make liquor spaces that we go. You don't only need to watch comedy in the theater.
Yeah.
You can watch comedy on a ground level to
Yes.
see us develop, to see us in the gym,
Yes.
just work out, just make things work. And then it's also accessible for people, and that's essentially why I run comedy rooms because I want to make comedy doesn't need to be the thing you do once a month. You can go to comedy multiple times a month, and it's still going to be dope.
Yeah. So, would you be willing to send me? I know obviously it's not open now, but this video will be on the internet forever now. So, if people do watch this in the future and the whole pandemic is done, please send me the links to Armchair, to you, to everything. I'll put it in the description below so that in case someone's watching this and they want to know who to get in contact with, they have
Yeah,
all the information. We're speaking of which, Abdullah Peck says, yeah, Armchair. Didn't know it reopened. This lockdown can more end.
Ken Martin, what?
More end. More.
Guys, if you are watching this, you must all tell Joe some No, don't say that. Say Joe some Mars. You must say Mar. It's just Mars approach. Okay? Accents here. Nasiga, Nogal. Mar. What is Mar? Mar. Mar. You sound like a shit and Mar. We found life on Mars. No, sorry. No, don't say guys. It's not accessible. Anyway. Yes, so guys, also it's a thing of comedy. So I found comedy and I go, I didn't have qualifications for it and I've made a career out of it, alhamdulillah. And I go, it's really great because I go, we have people out there of our communities who might not have access to tertiary education. You see, education is for everyone. But tertiary education or they find jobs where there's no growth. But I go, there are other ways. We in a system now where you can make a job out of anything.
Yeah.
And maybe comedy is there for you as well, guys. Like try it out. I would love to see more women. I'd love to see more women of color do comedy
Absolutely. Yeah.
more. Just everybody can do comedy, or like try it at least, so that you know. It's
Yes.
also maybe you start comedy and you find that you're a better actor, or you find that you're a better writer, but you found like you can use comedy as a step into towards other careers as well.
Yeah.
So it's what I'd like to tell people as well. Like give it a try.
Yes.
Also, when you give it a try, see how difficult this thing is. Then you don't
Exactly.
come tell me, oh, funny. This thing is difficult. Don't
Exactly.
come waste me.
No, I agree with you 100% because you get that. I don't know if you've ever gotten this before. Like someone will come up to you and be like, "Oh, dude, can you give my friend a chance? Because like when he tells stories at Bryce, he's like so funny."
Yeah. That's also why I run my gigs because I say, bring your friend. Come, come, show me your friend. Where's your friend? Yeah. Then the friends come the first time with them. Then they all laugh. Hey, 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 big loss. Ha, ha, ha. Then your second time doesn't come because your friend thought, nah, we're done with it. Then we see. Yeah. So what
Yeah.
is funny? So funny now. Funny. Yeah, funny. When you die, when you feel your first death, guys, your first day on stage is a horrible experience. It feels like someone's pulling the soul out of your nut, not your hope, not your bum, your nut. It's very
Yeah, yeah, it's bad, but we all die. We all go through it, and the best way to overcome death is to learn from it. Don't be sour about it. Abdullah Pex.
stage. Guys, if you die on stage, sometimes it's a sign that you must stay there and not do comedy again.
Yeah, that's also true. Um, Abdullah Peck says, "Lol, damn Joe, you butchered the colored slang. I am so, so, so
It,
sorry. I
it's
really,
an
really am."
analog show, so you don't know a smoky, don't know nasiga, don't know mar, no joke, guys.
Well, I will eventually learn. I promise. All right.
It's the day that I feel like the day you learn is the day someone gives you a PK, a moves a PK. That's when you learn that you must how to say the proper words. So Abdullah Pig, if you're watching, if you see Joe in the street, you know what to do. Put on that glove. Put on that glove that you're not supposed to wear. Put on that glove. And you Michael Jackson that glove.
All right. Well, Yassine, we've gone a bit over time. I'm so sorry to keep you. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the show. I would like to
No,
say, sorry?
no, that was dope.
Cool, man. Please stay on the line. I'm gonna send you off just now, but please stay on the line. I'll chat with you after the show. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your chance to say goodbye to Mr. the one and only Yaaseen Barnes. Remember, you can check him out. He'll send me all the links. We'll put them in the description. Check him out on Showmax. Yasseen, if you have any final words, now's your chance.
Um, love each other, but don't make children. Look after yourselves and follow me. Follow me on the social medias, guys. And I'm gonna say at the bottom over here is gonna be my banking details. Joe's gonna put in later my banking details. And then you guys just send me ha-has and he-he's in ka-ching-ching, please.
All right.
Guys, if you ever laughed at anything in this video, then you voice note me and you voice note Joe and you send us laughs. That's the only thing I ask. And you also go down that timeline and you share all the funny things that we make. Because
Yes.
that's the only thing we can do is just share. Just share my stuff. You're not even spending money. You're not even spending data. Just share the stuff, guys. That's my final words. That's all I have to say.
All
Thank you
right.
very much. It's been a
Cheers.
lot of fun.
Cheers, Yassine. All right, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the comments, Alfonso, Abdullah, Vera, Rebecca, all of you guys. Nasiha, thank you, Yassine. um, thank you guys so much for watching. Please tell your friends, tell your family. Like Yassine said, share this. It costs nothing. I interview local comedians almost every night. Tomorrow night I have Peter Sawanga. Later on in the week I have Front Row and Us, and I'm hopefully going to get some legends on the show eventually. So that would be really, really a lot of fun. And
You that one. Please calm the hell down.
okay.
We can have legends on the show. It's me, guys. I'm the legend.
So please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on all social media, ladies and gentlemen. Please like this video. So yeah, for now, that's it. I'll see you here tomorrow night, same place, same time. Good night. Stay safe. Wash the hands.